Hello student, myself Dhruva Dikshit, working as assistant professor in Kite Group of Institutions. In today's lecture, I am going to teach you about the concept of integration. So the first thing is to introduce the concept of integration, then the rules of integration that are by substitution or integration by parts, and the last is the application part of integration. So what is integration? Integration is the inverse to differentiation. We all know that how to differentiate any function. The symbol integral fx dx which is read as indefinite integral of fx with respect to x. Here the sign of integral, fx is the integrand function, x is the variable of integration and dx is the differential of x. Now there are the few properties of integration that if we differentiate the integral of fx, then we will get the function fx. If we multiply it by a constant k to the integration, then it will comes outside of the integration and we have to integrate only the function fx. Third and the fourth are the another few properties. Now there are the few important formulas for integration, and as I told earlier that the integration is the inverse of differentiation, so I am going to explain these formula with the help of differentiation. So if we differentiate xn plus 1 upon n plus 1, we will get xn. This implies on integrating xn, we will get xn plus 1 upon n plus 1. The second, if we differentiate the exponent function, then we will get the exponent function. So on integrating exponent function, we will get exponent function plus c, where c is the constant of integration. Similarly, the third, fourth and fifth formulas. Here if we look carefully, then we will find that the second point where we are differentiating the exponent function, it is the only function when we integrate it or when we differentiate it, when we get the same function, that is the exponent function. Now if we differentiate the sin x, we will get cos x. Hence on integrating cos x, we should get sin x dx. The next is on differentiating cos x, we will get minus sin x. So on integrating sin x, we get minus cos x dx. Similarly, on integrating sec square x dx, we get tan x. On integrating cos square x dx, we get minus cot x. On integrating sec x tan x, we get sec x. On integrating cosec x cot x, we get minus cosec x. Now let us take a very easy example, that is we have to integrate the function x square dx. Now on applying the formula of integration, that is integration of x and dx, the first formula, integration of x and dx, we will get xn plus 1 upon n plus 1. So by using this, here the value of n is 2, we will get x 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1, that is x cube by 3 plus c, where c is the constant of integration. Now we have to evaluate the integral cos 2x upon sin square x into cos square x dx. First of all, we have to convert cos 2x into a form cos square x minus sin square x. This is a very known formula. So after applying this, we will get 1 upon sin square x minus 1 upon cos square x, and we know that 1 upon sin x is cosec x and 1 upon cos x is sec x. So 1 upon sin square x equal to cosec square x and 1 upon cos square x equal to sec square x. So we will get integration of cosec square x minus integration of sec square x, and by general formula we know that the integration of cosec square x is minus cot x and integration of sec square x is tan x. Now the first rule of integration is the method of substitution. Here we apply the method of substitution when we get the integral in the form integral f gx g dash x dx. Here we have to take gx equal to u, so g dash x dx equal to du. Hence the integral becomes integral fu du. Now at the last we have to put the value of gx, value of u, that is gx. Let us take a very easy example, that is integral of cos x square 2x dx. Here the value of gx is x square and g dash x is 2x. So we have to put x square equal to u. Then we get 2x dx equal to du. Hence the integral transform to integral of cos u du. After integrating, we have to put the value of u, that is the gx. Now let us take a very easy example, that is we have to integrate sine ax plus b. Here we have to take ax plus b equal to t. So we get a dx equal to dt, and the value of dx is dt by a. So on putting all these value in the given integral, we will get 1 upon a sin t dt. On integrating sin t, we will get minus cos t, and on putting the value of t, that is ax plus v, we get minus 1 upon a cos ax plus b plus c, and c is the constant of integration. Now the second example, we have to integrate the function e raised to the power m tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square dx. Here we are also using the same technique, that is the substitution technique. So we have to take m tan inverse x equal to t, and on differentiating we will get m 1 upon 1 plus x square dx equal to dt. On putting all these values in the given integral, we get 1 upon m integral e raised to the power t dt. And on integrate, as we know that the integration of exponent function e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x, so integration of e raised to the power t is e raised to the power t, and at the last we have to put the value of t, that is m tan inverse x. So the answer is 1 upon m e raised to the power m tan inverse x plus c. Now the second important method is the method of integration by parts. This is the technique we use when we have the product of two functions, that is the functions are fx and gx. Then integral of fx gx dx equal to fx integral of gx dx minus integral and differential of fx into integral of gx dx. We can also say that the first function into integral of the second function minus integral of the differential coefficient of first into integral of second. So let us take a very easy example. We have to integrate the function e raised to the power x into x dx. Now choose the two functions. So we take u as x and v as e raised to the power x. Now on applying the integration by parts formula, we have to integrate the function, that is v and this equal to, after integrating we get e raised to the power x. So by integration by parts, the first function into integral of second function, the first function is x and the integral of second function is e raised to the power x minus integral and differential of the first function, and the differential of the first function is x, so the differential is 1, into integral of the second function, and the integral is e raised to the power x. So we will get x e raised to the power x minus integral e raised to the power x dx, and on integrating again integral e raised to the power x, we will get e raised to the power x. So we get x e raised to the power x minus e raised to the power x plus c, and c is the constant of integration. Now as we choose u as x and v as e raised to the power x, it is very important to choose u and v carefully. For this we have to use a rule that is called ILATE, where I is the inverse trigonometric function, L is the logarithmic function, A is the algebraic function, T is the trigonometric function, and E is the exponent function. So the next example is we have to evaluate the value of x sin 3x. Now x is the algebraic function and sin 3x is the trigonometric function. On applying ILATE, we have to take x as a first function and sin 3x as a second function. So applying integration by parts, the first function into integration of second function, that is sin 3x, minus integral differential of the first function, that is x, and integral of the second function sin 3x. On integrating sin 3x, we get minus cos 3x upon 3, and on integrating on differentiating the first function, that is x, we get 1. So we get minus x by 3 cos 3x plus 1 by 3 sin 3x by 3. Now the application of the integration. Integration can be used to find out the area, volume, moment, mass, all these things, but very often we use integration to find out the area of a curve, or area between the area lying between two curves. The other examples, the other applications are in medical sciences. The next is to calculate the work done by variable forces, work done by electric charges. It is very useful to calculate the average value of the curve. Apart from these, integration can also be used in graphics, in research areas, in engineering, etc. So thank you so much for listening.